First thing we have to talk about today is it has finally happened. The FCC, in a 3-2 vote, voted to kill net neutrality.
I know about it already, but earlier today, the FCC chairman announced a plan to repeal and draw back a lot of net neutrality laws and kind of change the way that we access the internet.
Net neutrality has just been repealed, and yes, I said nut neutrality, by this goofy-faced, potato-headed, DSL, juicy-ass lip-having pie boy.
Now, you've probably heard of it by now. I'm sure everybody on the internet has at this point. Net neutrality, and a lot of people seem to get it confused thinking, or they don't really know the differences between net neutrality and not having it. We want net neutrality.
What's up, guys? This is Glitch here, and welcome back to a brand new video. And by the title of the video, you already know what's probably happening, and you probably already know what's going on. So let's start from the very beginning of what's happening. So last Tuesday, or was it Tuesday? I think it was Thursday. Last Thursday, the FCC put in their ruling that they were going to repeal and change the net neutrality rules. And this is such a devastating thing to hear. It was ruled by a 3-2 vote, and I don't know, when I heard about it, I was shocked. I was really shocked that the FCC was going to go through with this. A lot of people were irritated, some people were mad, some people were, pretty much everybody was all over the spectrum at this point. Everybody was not happy about this, but a lot of people who were oblivious to this, they were like, well, who really cares? And the reason why I'm making this video was because one person in my family, who is my mother, I couldn't even believe she said this, and it was because that she heard of it and she was like, oh, this is a good thing. And I'm like, how is this a good thing? Well, it'll force some of you young people to get off your phones now. And I'm like, what? You can't be serious. In my head, I was thinking my mom doesn't know much about the internet, so she doesn't really know the magnitude of the, rather than, like, I try to tell her, like, no, you don't understand. Like, if the FCC takes complete control of the internet, then you will be paying more than what you're already paying now. Because, well, like, I use the internet for homework. And she's like, well, you can go to the library. I'm like, I don't think you understand. If I go to the library, what difference will it make? I'll be paying a fee over there just to use the internet over there too. It's not just like, it's the same thing as me checking out like a book, but I had to pay for the late fees up beforehand. Well, not really. I'm just trying to give her like a visual of what her sayings didn't really add up to me. And then I had conversations at work with other people, and they were like, oh, there's no point of us fighting it. They already won. As long as the man with the money and the power, he's always going to win no matter what. And I'm like, no, that's not true. There's been multiple occasions where we had power and we changed things for the better. And it's sad to hear that most people are giving up, and some of even younger people than me. I'm 20 years old and I'm up to date with most things that involve the internet, but then there's people who are younger than me who don't really even know too much about it, and it's like it like shocks me. I'm like, how do you guys not know about this? This is something important. This is something you want. You guys are always stuck on the internet. You should know about this. Your social media should have at least told you about this, and it's shocking that some of these guys don't even know. So I'm making this video to put an urgency in everybody. Is that I'm thinking a lot of people don't know because through my experience. Many people do know about this, but others who don't know, who are still in the dark or still in the shadows about this, you need to understand why we need net neutrality. If you don't know what it is, here's a broad description of net neutrality. What it is that there's no discrimination on the amount of data that's being used by your internet. Internet companies can't charge you for these at large amounts, so this is why net neutrality rules were put in place. Originally, the FCC tried to do this before, but they couldn't do it because back then the internet was a public use, so the rules didn't apply to them. So that's why the internet companies couldn't charge you for large data being used for certain websites that include Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. But now the FCC sees internet as a cell phone service. That's why they're able to put in these, that's why they're trying to put in these new rules, and they're trying to fight a whole lot harder for these rules. And that's the whole reason why they went and did the whole voting, and that's why it was able to be passed through their votings, is because they made the internet providers being, that is cell phone providers. Do keep in mind, our cell phone companies do provide our internet nowadays, which is Verizon, Sprint, and AT&T. These are some of the companies that do provide internet services while doing a cell phone service. So the FCC saw a loop where they could use how the cell phone services are using internet, and now they lump the two together. So that's why they want to regulate it and said now people need to start paying for packages, and you don't want that to happen. So like I said, why would this be any of concerns to you? Because like I said, many people use the internet to connect with other friends and families from across the world. If all of a sudden these people disappear from their social medias, you never heard from them for months, weeks, and days, you will start questioning what happened to them. I know, like I said, might seem like an exaggeration, but at the same time, this is supposed to give you a visual. If we don't do anything about it, we're going to start paying for things that we use on a daily basis. And I don't want to pay for YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, the things that I use to stay in contact with my friends, keep up to date with the news, that other than things I watch on TV, because I barely even watch TV. So if I had to start paying for YouTube, which is a place where I'm making videos where it's for me to make a name for myself, what's the point of me doing this? I might as well just focus on something completely different rather than me doing YouTube. A lot of other YouTubers will fall off as well, because if their subscriber base starts to drop off because people aren't able to pay for their packaging, they don't make money either, and then they start to disappear too as well. So like I said, many YouTubers already talk about this. The reason why I'm making this video is for myself to be ensuring that I get my part out there and say that, hey, you need to fight for net neutrality. There's nothing worse than having it removed. Well, there are other things worse, but this is really one of the top things that are bad. As humans, we're not supposed to be limited to certain brackets of conditionings just because the internet seems like as not a public use, even though it is. It's kind of stupid in a sense, and I'm really concerned about where the FCC was going with this, trying to make an extra buck, I guess. To conclude on this, how can you make a difference? Well, like everybody said, and like every other YouTuber said, go to your congressman. I can't stress that enough, that you need to go to your congressman and talk to them and tell them that you want to keep net neutrality. If they want to keep their positioning in power where they are, tell them that you will vote for them again, or even tell them that you hold a vote towards them to make sure net neutrality stays in place. Like many people said, it might seem bad now, but we can still make it better in the future. As long as we speak up and talk about what's going on, there are going to be changes that will benefit us rather than benefiting those with bigger pockets. So I will leave in the link in the description to a video where you can know a little bit more about net neutrality. I also will leave a link down in the description about you talking to your congressman or getting a message to your congressman. And there will be other links to videos that I have took these snippets from. These, like I said, guys, we need to fight for net neutrality. If we do not, we're going to lose it, and I really don't want to lose something that I am very passionate for. And YouTube is one of the biggest things, and I'm going to fight for something that I'm not going to lose for. Well, this is going to be the concluding of this video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I'm sorry if it seems a little sad, undertone, and dark at this end, but I did need to push this out a little bit. and I am really sorry for the lack of upload. I will be uploading another video probably by this Tuesday or this Thursday. No further ado, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please leave a like. Please share this video to those who need to know about net neutrality. And always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, y'all.